This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
Good evening everyone, it's Christian Amenta here reporting for Complete Sports Management. I'm here at University Oval where the Collegians have just defeated University Blues by 34 points. Next to me is Collegian senior coach Shane Joyce. Shane, it was a game that I thought was won in the second quarter. You're able to kick 8 goals to 3. A couple of weeks ago they held a 28-point lead against Old Zavarians. Was that playing in the back of your head late in the game, and were you really pleased by the composure of your players?
Oh, look, we certainly put ourselves in a winning position in that first half, particularly in the second quarter. We're able to spread the ground really well. We're able to really control the tempo of the game. I think we had 32, 33 marks in that second quarter, so we just denied Blues possession. But, we're able to go forward with some purpose as well, and we looked dangerous. So in terms of 2 weeks ago against Avs, look, I think we were disappointed more than anything, but you've got to move on pretty quickly. And we've had a bye in between, so we haven't dwelled on that too long. It was a bit of a steely resolve going into today's game to get to three-quarter time, potentially game still in the balance, and we just had to play the game and we had to continue to attack, and we're able to do that and come away with a good win.
It was a very welcome return for Oliver Jackson, who managed to boot 5 goals today. I thought just ability to not only crunch packs but then be able to get the ball on ground level, it was really helped up forward today. Yeah,
well, he played for us round one. We're kind of a bit of a baptism of fire going up against St Kevin's, but he only missed 5-6 weeks with an ankle injury. Played a couple of games in the under-19s. Played in the rep team with the under-19s boys last week, and look, his attack on the contest aerially is probably one of the best at the footy club. He's, he's not, overwhelmed by bigger bodies. He runs and jumps at the footy, eyes on the footy at all times, and he took some really strong, contested marks today. And to have composure and balance and go back and kick some big goals for us, that was an absolute bonus.
And I'll just finish by. Was pleased. You would have been pleased during the week to see named in the Big V squad. We had four players: Corey Cassidy, Sam Hibbins, Viv Mitchie, as well as Ben Daru. It's a very good reward for effort for those boys and play in the country game a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it is. I mean, 3 of those boys, Hibbins, Mitchie, and also Cassidy, have played in that game the last couple of years. So Betty Daru gets an opportunity to come into that squad as well. So great reward for him. But we'll wait and see how we go. That game's 3 or 4 weeks away. We'll come into a real kind of grind part of the season. And whether those guys want, particularly some of the older blokes, want to have the week off or play, that's going to be their call at the end of the day. I know it's a great program that Powley's got set up. But we'll wait and see. We'll get to the next double bye and see how they're placed.
Awesome. That was a terrific win, Shane. Next up, I'll hand it over to Dom with the University Blues coach.
Thanks for that, Christian. I'm here with Melbourne Uni coach Heath Jamieson. Heath, it was a really contested game, and there was a lot of ferociousness around the contest, particularly for the game today. But I suppose, apart from really the second quarter, it was a pretty even contest from both sides, but it just felt like in that second quarter when Collegians had that 5-goal lead, that was ultimately the difference of today. How did you see it as coach?
I thought it was ferocious from one side. I thought Collegians beat us up. They beat us up around the footy early. We couldn't get our hands on it. I don't think we laid a hand on them in the first half. I'd be interested to see how... when we go back through the tape to see how many tackles we actually laid in that first half. So we're really disappointed with the effort that we brought early in the game, saying that we take nothing away from Collegians. They were up for the fight, and unfortunately that's what this level demands. I thought Collegians were fantastic today. They did what they do well, they keep hold of the footy, they wait till they can identify the spare and they keep making you defend and we couldn't get our hands on the ball in the first half. I thought we showed a little bit of fight early in the third, but apart from that, we were totally outplayed today by a better opposition.
There probably wasn't too many standouts from Uni Blues side from previous weeks, but I thought Ace caught in the ruck today definitely stamped his authority, kicked 2 goals, got 20 disposals and dominated the hitouts. Did you think there may have been too many passages in your big regard from your players today? Because there wasn't really too many standouts apart from Ace Cordy on your behalf?
You know, I don't think there was too many passages. I know there was. Yeah. So we've probably dropped our training habits a little bit. We had a few guys go away through that bye. It's something that I probably need to get used to as a coach. But there's 2 ways you can attack being on top of the ladder. You know, you can keep training your backside off, and that makes the gap even bigger, or you can take your foot off the pedal and allow other sides to come and do what they did today. So Collegians have, played in the last few grand finals for a reason. We've had 2 opportunities this year against the reigning grand finalists and haven't met it. So we're nowhere near that. We're not at that level yet, despite what we may think. So we need to work a bit harder.
Yeah. Well, I suppose today proves that there's no easy games in the VAFA Premier Division. And just quickly looking through next week, you go over to St Bernard's over there to face them. So how will you look to, I suppose, lick your wounds and bounce back pretty, hopefully convincingly on your behalf against St Bernard's next week?
It just comes down to training habits for us. We'll look to improve them during the week. And I'm sure our players will bounce back. That's what footy's all about. You can't sit here licking your wounds after a loss like this. We'll move on pretty quick. Take 7-2 at the start at the halfway point at the start of the year for sure. So we'll move on pretty quick. We'll see what went wrong, but we'll put that behind us and move forward.
Well, commiserations on the result today, Heath. As always, we thank you for your time, and we'll see you next week against St Bernard's.
Thanks, Tom.
So that's Tom here, wrapping up here at Melbourne Uni Oval, where we've seen Collegians victorious over Uni Blues by 34 points. We'll see you next week here on Complete Sports Management.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.